Hey everybody, welcome to another Malts and Maples Balatro stream. I'm Petter. I had grand plans of getting stuff set up and playing the solo for Lucky Numbers. That will be happening coming up here soon. Or playing Delicious. A couple games that I actually got both of them to the table for the first time last night. But it took me longer than I had hoped to get my kid to bed. And so now we're just doing the nice simple play around a Balatro. If things go sideways, play 2 rounds of Balatro. Yeah, let's do that. See what happens there. Not a bad start. Give me a... Come on, any sort of club. There we go. Yeah. As long as I get... Well, I hit 300. Yeah, I'll hit 300 plus. That's kind of the big thing is first hand, 300 plus. Next hand... Let's see, let's discard all you guys. See if we can get a flush and easy money. Easy money plus I have 2 solid bumps there. So, let's see how this goes. Plus, I could also just be spending my time right now. Then I'm going to spend some of the time while I play. Talk about what is coming up here for Malts and Meeples. Kind of hinted, well, I wrote an article on it, which you may or may not have read. Perfect. But basically, some changes going to be coming here just because I need to figure out a different routine for it. I think for the most part, it works well. Oh, diamonds doesn't help me. I guess let's pick that one. It really does work well, but what I'm trying to do is I want to try and, well, I'm going to be changing it up. I was going to say I want to try and change it up. No, it's going to be changing up because my wife and I want to do a co-op playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. Obviously, I stream 1 to 2 times a week already. That would be additive to this channel. So, more streaming coming up with that, but also then we want to well, I have to balance out how much I can actually stream. So I expect that my streaming, other board game streaming, or board game streaming I should say, will probably go down to about once a week. We'll be doing then BG3 once a week, though, or maybe it will be more that kind of the general stuff that I do changes slightly. I'm not going to get enough money for that. I'm not selling that to get it, so. By that, I mean, like right now, I do board game stuff twice a week. And ideally, like my goal is to play board games twice a week on this channel. Yeah. So how it may change is that my goal will change to be playing board games once a week on the channel. And then for live content, I should say. Because I want to figure out some shorter form, 10-minute basically recorded content that I can do. I'm not sure what that's going to look like yet, but that's one of my goals, is to figure out how to do that, because it's a way to continue development of the channel, and you put out content, but not necessarily always have to have the same amount of effort to get stuff set up right away. And some of it is I need to use like my game table better so that I can pre-set up something whenever it may be, to basically be like, yes, I'm going to set up whatever the campaign game is that I'm going to play next, or whatever it might be, and sell you for pittance. Or even just, it may be fewer campaign games, actually, that I play coming up here. But the reasoning for that is going to be, I can hit a few more games off my shelf, pointed back here, back behind me, and get them played. Obviously, we're going to go there. Oh yeah, this will be over just like that. But got to figure that out still. Precisely how I want to set it up, what I want to do. Things like the lucky numbers that I was talking about that I might have played today had I had time. Delicious. Stuff that I can set up easily. That's kind of my goal. That one a lot. That one's not that useful. Buy that one. No. But one of the questions, kind of things that I do want to ask is, what's some shorter form content that people would be interested in? Now, it won't be live content, but I figure if I game once a week, there'll be times where I do a topic sort of thing once a week. So those two videos, BG3, my guess is going to try and do that once a week. Might be every other week, or it might be a couple times a week, depending on what it looks like. But I guess, for example, here coming up, I have my top 100 games of all time. That's going to be starting probably next week. So if that starts next week, well, oh wait, I can do this. I'm doing it. That was a bad call, but I'm hoping I can just dump out this junk and get a good hand. There's an achievement for discarding Royal Flush. I don't know why I decided this would be the right time to do it, but I did. So instead, I'm going with this. Actually, this is pretty solid because all of these retrigger. So top 100 games of all time, 2024 edition. That's going to be starting next week, I believe. That's my plan anyways. So Wednesday's stream will be that, and that will basically go up to Thanksgiving. And then with that, do my Monday gaming, basically being playing some of those games that I just talked about here. And then that will be kind of my plan leading up to the holidays. Holidays obviously go a little bit slower. Friday nights, I think, is going to be the plan for BG3. So it's going to be less consistent. But then once I'm done with my top 100 games of all time, BG3 may also show up on Wednesday nights. But to get kind of back to it, what short form content would people be interested in? Because, I mean, I can think of some stuff like reviews, obviously easier to do as shorter form content, stuff that I can record. Like on a, well, tonight it'd be easy for me to record a 10-minute review, 15-minute review after this. But do I want to do reviews? There are plenty of places that already do reviews. Is that something that you would be interested in as an audience? Or do you have plenty of other spaces you want to go for reviews? Is there a different type of content that would work well? I've been thinking too about doing like crowdfunding content potentially. Not just, I mean, if I can do preview stuff, crowdfunding previews, that'd be awesome. But not just crowdfunding previews, but talk about different crowdfunding campaigns that are upcoming, which ones are interesting to me and why. Ooh, nice straight flush with like all the bonuses. So is that something that'd be interesting to people, is to have me cover maybe 3 different crowdfunding campaigns that are actively going on in a week, or even 1, 2, whatever it might be. My thought would be to cover a big campaign and a little campaign. A big campaign that probably everybody knows about, but still talk about it just in case there are some people finding out about it for the first time. But then also, let's use that one. Nope. Talk about some smaller campaigns where it's just like, this is not one of the big, well-known, oh yeah, we know this company. It's not a CMON campaign. It's not a Awakened Realms campaign. It's not a Garfield campaign. It's not a whichever one it might be. Because, I mean, there are plenty big campaigns out there that I could... Flush Full House. Just gotta play that one out. It's not that often you get one of those. Plus, I wonder if this will actually score enough for me to get that. So anyway, distracting myself with this hand. Yes, it did. Nice. But so is crowdfunding something that's interesting. I could do more content on TCGs like Star Wars Unlimited. I could... I mean, quite a number of different options. I'm mainly asking because I want to know what sounds interesting to people. And I have some ideas for some stuff that I can experiment with. But let me know what sounds like a fun topic if you have, or style of thing. If you're like, oh, I'd love to see more of that, or I'd be interested in my opinion on something like the crowdfunding games, stuff like that, let me know. Drop a comment down below. But yeah, it's going to be changing up a little bit, which in some ways is a good thing for me. I need to figure out when and how I'm going to play all my campaign games that are sitting around. They aren't leaving. So it might just turn into a bi-weekly campaign game. That might be what it is. I set it up on the table, do it bi-weekly, every Monday, something like that. Just need to figure out what that looks like. So, yeah, like I said, drop suggestions down below, and let's get back to Balatro. I've just kind of been playing on autopilot, not gonna lie. I'm looking for anything that gives me more clubs. There we go. Thank you. And I'll just go all the way over there. Low number clubs or clubs that are aces. But I will say I am very excited to start doing my top 100 games of all time. Again, there's definitely been some turnover, some change with new games now hitting it. I mentioned two games, new games that I just played, Lucky Numbers and Delicious. I don't know that either would take my top 100, but I played them after. So they're not eligible. Which is kind of a fun thing, is that I can always be playing and trying out new games. And this is fairly unrelated to anything that I've talked about thus far, but the Codenames app just came out today. So that has been... I've actually enjoyed it. Now, I wonder how long it's going to stick for me. That is a question I have about it. And if you know, like, my opinion on Codenames is generally, Codenames is fine. It's supposed to be, or a lot of people use it for this kind of party type experience. Excuse me. I'm not that interested in it for that. It has too much downtime, too much quiet time as you play Codenames that I don't think it works well for what most people are trying to use it for. And I've also kind of been thinking about it being like, I think some of my qualms with it, let's put it that way, stem from the fact that it offers you a chance to be clever, but I don't think it's super great at actually letting you be clever. I think your cleverness... The cleverness only works... Well, okay, how about this? The cleverness works sometimes. I basically got nothing to do but try and play this out, so... Wish me luck. This could be interesting. Wish I had that thing that gave me a multiplier for a pair. But on the app, I find that I like it better because there's not the downtime. Like, I pull it out. I actually just got a notification being like, hey, I have a table that's ready to go. That table probably hasn't, well, I mean, I know hasn't had anything happen in probably the past hour. So they're like, well, that's a lot of downtime. Isn't that kind of a bummer? Not really, because it's a set it and forget it type of thing at that point. Where I can say, well, all right, I've done what I need to right now. I don't have to wait around for anybody. And I think that's the rub for me, is that when I can just set it and forget it and have a few games going at once, like I have a number of games going right now, I don't have to worry about it. When my turn comes up, it comes up. Whatever role I'm in, if I'm the Spy Master, we're going to lose here, or the Guesser, it happens when it happens. I'm actually going to wrap up here, mainly because, well, two things. I want to see this new guy. Copies the ability of the leftmost Joker. Okay, I like that guy. Screw it, we're going to play quick one more round. And it gives you some solo play. So Codenames give you some solo play options on the app, which I like quite well because it fills in... I mean, it's a good app in that it fills in options for you. Like, you can play, and this only refreshes so often, so it does have kind of that, while I'm waiting for this to happen feeling, but it doesn't feel bad. It's just like, yeah, okay, I'm waiting for this. We'll see what happens. Okay. Phew. Slightly worried I miscalculated there. But instead, it's like, okay, we'll wait for this to happen. And when it refreshes, it refreshes. It does do the, screw that. I don't, no, well, I mean, we're going to take it because so I can sell it, obviously. But I think that works well. Or no, let's grab this one. I don't love that. Nah. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is it works well for that. Set it and forget it. And the fact that it has a bonus thing of, oh, you can play or refreshes every X amount of time. It's still not a pressure thing of you're not falling behind ever. I guess that's the big thing. Sure, I might unlock some stuff faster the more often I check to play, but it's a fairly minor piece of it, and yeah, just the fact that you're not sitting there at downtime is so huge to me. Because yes, I do absolutely have downtime in the multiple games I have going, but I can have multiple games going because, wait, hold on, let's do that, because that's just kind of how it works. Let's open this one. Where did I get one that I absolutely do not want? Creates 2 copies. Oh, can't do anything else, so we'll skip that. Go here. Honestly, I think this is going to be a loss. This is going to be real fast. Options. New run. Might as well take a new run. That was super fast. That was absolutely garbage on my behalf. So, but we will open up this one. I love this. Look. And that was a shame, though, because I didn't get a suit one. Alright. So let's focus in now after the conversations that we've had about what's coming up here on the channel. Hold on. What am I doing? Let's take a run and actually completing a run. Alright, there we go. Beat this one. Come out of it with $10. And let's see. Don't care about that. I want another one of these. Okay, we got the sun. That means we got some hearts. Obviously, the next move I have to do is use this. Get me the sun there, and then can't. Well, we're gonna create two. Don't have room for two, but still must play 5 cards. Oh well, shoot. However, am I gonna do that? Use that there. Now I could use this on these three, but I'm not going to do it. I just needed to make sure that I got my sun ready to go. And then if I'm lucky, this is all I need to play. If I get either of those to hit, nope, didn't. Still, should be fairly easy now. Just need some hearts. Like I said, just need some hearts. I don't even need the flush. That straight is plenty good. But let's see. Now I have hearts. It's my primary suit. I have 4 aces, 3 kings, 2 queens. Yeah, that's starting to look pretty solid. Is this... We're absolutely going to skip. Hope for something good here. Hope for hearts, 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 hearts. Spades. Well, we're at least down to mainly 2 suits. Of course, an even split. My hearts still look better right now. My hearts must go on. But this is garbage. Like, I need 4 flushes at this rate to get what I need. Again, garbage flush. I need more hearts. Give me hearts. Give me the good stuff. Hearts. Then I'll probably need spades to finish this out. 20. Yep. Okay. There we go. We're set. So I can decide if I want to go hearts or spades here. But, oh my goodness, what I desperately need right now is just a good joker. You're not a good joker. But I can buy this and then buy that joker pack. Still not. This one. Decreases. I actually love getting this one early on because this doesn't matter. Like, decreasing that doesn't hurt me. So, great. You want to decrease it? It's level 1. And 1 hand for that, so 8. Not bad, not bad. I'd sell this if the right... Well, it did come up, but... Actually... Does that get me... Oh, that one doesn't get me that one. Need to find a good joker, that's for sure. One, two, three, 4, 5. Give me the 20. Or $20. No 20 bucks. So one more hand. I want to track down, if I can, How do I have so few hearts? Alright, play this garbage handout. Doesn't hurt to do it. I lose out on a buck or two, but now I have a shot at 20. I lose out on a buck. Of course, I get the times 20 multiplier there, not the 20 bucks. Still $3, 4 if I need it, is probably good enough for what I need. We're down to 12 there. Guess. I don't know which one. Let's do this one. Going spades. We'd have all the power cards in spades, but it's nice to have. It is nice to have hearts as the backup for that. 20 bucks, please. 20 bucks, 20 bucks. Nope. I mean, the odds are 115. It's not great, but 20 bucks would be so nice. That would give me an opportunity here to actually survive ante 3, because right now I'm not going to, like, I can guarantee that. Let's play this hand. I mean, I'm going to go for the flush on the last one here. Doesn't really matter. Well, it does. But I should have it fairly easily. Okay, I don't have it fairly easily because I didn't draw what I needed. Let's just go there. See if I get the... Not enough. I maybe could have survived had I played it the other way, but I'd have had no money there, so... Let's just wrap up there for tonight. This was not a great run on Balatro, let me just say that. That happens from time to time. Semi-distracted, myself too, so there's that as well. But hopefully you had fun with this. If you did, let's give it a thumbs up. And like I was talking about early on, let me know what sort of content you would like to see added to the Malts and Meeples YouTube channel. Because that's part of what I want to do as I take away some content, to make sure that I'm adding, offsetting, doing different content, and figuring out what is less work for me in terms of not always having to set up giant games. Stuff like that. Or, yeah, figuring out how to make that work best. But also have plenty of other videos you can check out here on the channel. And then over on nerdologist.com, plenty of articles to check out there on board games and other things as well. If you're interested in Marvel, I have a Marvel podcast with a friend, 10-Minute Marvel. Check that out wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. But with that, bottoms up.